So Nudj is a talent referral app. So by talent, I mean anyone who you're looking to hire into your business, whether that's a developer, a salesperson, it might be a freelancer for a couple of days' work. It's all based on referral hiring. I'm not going to kind of sell you why I think referrals are so great, but the data is really, really compelling that they are, without doubt, the best source of hire. So we're looking at a way of actually making that process a little bit easier. A lot of firms will run employee referral schemes. You might ask your friend down the pub if they can recommend anyone for your role. But we actually think you can do more, and actually the process isn't that slick, and it's very difficult to track. And actually most either existing tech or even internal programs within corporates or other businesses make it quite complicated, particularly for the referrer and for a candidate who might be interested in applying for the role. So the nature of referrals tends to be that the candidates aren't necessarily looking for a job. They are, probably happy where they are. They haven't got an up-to-date CV or anything like that. So where there is a bit of a war for talent and it's very competitive, you need to find a way that actually, it's a no-brainer for a candidate or potential candidate to at least have a conversation. So hopefully I can show that this is very much conversation-led. It should be really, really straightforward for both the referrer and the candidate, and hopefully quite a pleasant, more informal way of hiring as opposed to this quite stuffy, CV-led culture that we have at the moment. So let me start. I'm going to come back to the sign-up screen because that's actually what I'd like quite a lot of feedback on. But you sign up with your phone, so it's completely mobile-based. It will ask you to access your contacts. There'll be a verification code. And then profile-wise, we want to save as much time as possible. So there is an option to use your LinkedIn or your Facebook info, depending on kind of the area that you work in. And then it will generate a little mini profile. So again, it's not about CV. It's very much kind of quite a high-level bio, your kind of core skills, and a little bit about you, which you can edit as you go along. Then once you've kind of signed up in the process, this will be kind of the default screen for everyone. So the app manages all three user journeys, so whether you're a hirer, a candidate, or a referrer. So you can be any one thing at any one time. So this is what we'll come to first. So the who's hiring is basically anyone who's hiring in your address book. This isn't people you don't know. These are people that you have either the phone or kind of email details of, and you can see who's hiring within your network. It's not going to be any randoms. You have to be connected to that person at quite kind of an intimate level. So if you wanted to add a job, it will pull up a fairly basic format. You can add some skills details, salary banding, obviously say who you are, where the job's based, and then there's an option to set a referral bonus. Again, I'll come back to, I want some feedback on that as well. Next stage is to ask for a referral. So where you do that is you click there, and then it will pull up your phone book. So in this instance, we'll ask Amelia, Alyssa, and Aaron, and then ask for referral, send, and that will send them, if they've got the app, it will be a notification. If not, it will be a SMS or email if that's all you've got for them. They will get a fairly personalised message saying that you are looking to hire this type of person. Can you recommend anyone? They then, if they're not on the app, will need to kind of onboard. If they do, it will just be a case of kind of repeating the process.
Hi, I think the app is a really good idea. My main question would be, how do you delineate yourself from spam? Because if I got a message on my text message saying, Joanne has just nudged you for a job, would you be interested? I would think it was spam. Yeah. That would, my straight out feeling is ignore. Yeah. Because I don't, I've never seen it before, you're not a known quantity. How do you sort of get over that fact if you're not going to give the job spec?
Yeah,
and then, because I won't give you my contacts, I won't give you my LinkedIn, because I don't know that you're verified.
So whilst initially the text will not come from your friend's number, again, I think this will largely come down to the messaging. If we can make it out that actually, your friend is actually saying, kind of has endorsed it, and it's very much tailored as if they are talking to you, even though it's not there. Again, I think we're going to have to play around with it, that again is kind of saying the key concerns that we have at this stage, that how do we make sure that people think that this is genuine. It's not one of those, I don't know whether there was a couple on LinkedIn, like referral key and things like that, which were just so spammy. Hopefully the infrequency that you should get them in to begin with, like we wanted to create a culture where you want to be nudged, because it will hopefully kind of say something about you as an individual, as a quality of a candidate. So hopefully there's not going to be kind of everyone will be spamming you saying this person's nudged you, this person's nudged you, but it needs to be clear enough and personal enough for you not to think that, well, that was a mistake, what is that? So that is definitely a challenge that we have. I don't know the answer yet.
How do you stop people circumnavigating the app? So you've got your client, it pushes out the job, gets to person one, and they go, well, actually, I'll phone my friend, and I'll tell them that company A's hiring.
Yeah, that's definitely...
And now I'm off the app.
Oh, sorry, I'm completely contained. That, again, is going to be a problem in the early days, because we're not controlling the whole process. I think as soon as we add in I think the incentive, hopefully further down the line for the referrer particularly, will be to keep it on platform to make sure that they actually get paid. So we will, almost hold the referral bonus as a deposit, and then once there's a successful hire after a certain period, release the funds to that person. Again, it's very tight in terms of the relationships between both the hirer, referrer, and the candidate. So hopefully we can, to a certain extent, stop that kind of trying to cut you out of the loop. But I think in the early days it doesn't go far enough, so there will be, to a certain extent, like you might have to call the referrer to ask a bit more about the job until we see how it plays out. That's why we want to kind of launch fairly kind of quietly and get a core kind of 100 clients on board and really work with them and make sure that it works, and anything else that we build fits how people naturally communicate. We can make loads of assumptions, but until we've really tested it, it's going to be difficult.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Robin. Big round of applause for Robin.